Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Roll Paper. I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the channel. I never expected so many people to have signed up, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I'm hopefully going to get a bit more, slightly more interesting content out. I've just done a couple of switching videos so far. Personally, I like switching videos, so that's what I've done. But I'm going to try and mix it up a bit. I've got a few ideas for a few bits I want to do for the next few videos, and I might try and do one a week if I can. But I'll see how I go with that. I've got obviously work and life get in the way of these things. But yes, we'll see how that goes. So I just wanted to do this as a really short video as an update on, if anyone saw my previous videos, they would have seen that I had a couple of issues with this point. I probably really should have tried to fix it before I filmed them, but it only came to light when I filmed the first one, and it was an intermittent problem. So I kind of worked through it, but I've had a chance to have a look at it last night, and I had a look at how it's wired up. It's got its Pico Electrofrog. I've got DCC Concepts IP digital point motor, which is controlled through the ESP system, which is probably far too involved for such a small layout, but I'll cover that in another video anyway. But yeah, that's how it's controlled. And I've got obviously it's wired into the Frog, and all the tracks wired and insulated at the Frog. So I had a look. There seems to be contact. Well, seems to be contact at the point blade, but it was stalling on the short wheelbase. 4-axle locomotive was stalling when it was on sort of the point blade through to the Frog. So I concluded that the problem must be with the connection here. So I've had a little look through, and I'm just going to dive down into the layout. You'll have to excuse it. It's temporarily set up at the moment. It dismantles, and it's in my dining room at the minute. So eventually, fairly soon, I think I'm going to have to take it down. But yeah, I've had a look underneath. I found this wire here. Excuse the mess of wires. This wire here, this solder joint is just a little bit loose. Probably can't see it, but it's moving around there. I tightened it up. It's I'll have to take the layout down and resolder it at some point. I had this. A lot of this was taken apart when I had it originally on foam underlay. I replaced it with cork, which I thought was going to work better with the scenery I want to do. But this point I didn't do, which is why I was surprised this was the one that didn't work. But yeah, that wire's loose. So I've had a little play around with it yesterday. Last night I had a bit of time free to have a look at that. And I think, let's have a look. I think I've resolved the problem. Well, temporarily resolved it. Or at least I've identified the problem. This is the loco that had some trouble with on Saturday. So I've pulled that a bit tighter and improved the connection a bit, but it does need resoldering underneath. Like I say, I'll take the layout apart and do that at some point. But as if by magic, we have movement through the points. So, really happy with that. I was going to try and do a video using this locomotive. It's my Atlas GP38-2, the Chesapeake in Delaware. So I might try and get that filmed at some point. I've got all these cars that are left over from the video I did with the SD40 the other day, so I might swap out the Canadian Pacific one. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. If I get a chance to do that this week, I will do. But yeah, so there we go. The point is now working. I solder that joint once this. I've got to take this down at the weekend anyway, so I might early next week see if I can just get that soldered up, get a better joint on there, and then hopefully everything is working. Okay, thanks very much. I just want to do that as a little update on the issue I was having, and a couple of people commented on the video about that. It is now looking like it's going to be resolved. Okay, thanks very much. I'll see you next time.